And dating coach Katerina Spiewak is here, and we're talking about nerds, not how to avoid them, but how to snag them, because FYI, nerds are hot.
So, Katerina, what is a nerd, first of all?
Okay, well, when we think nerds, we think somebody who's shy, introverted, kind of low-key. Although some nerds can be really chatty and talkative, but those are uber nerds.
Uber nerds.
Yeah,
Uber
I think they're uber nerds who can be really arrogant. You don't want those. You want the nice ones. So they're the guys who are more of the observers rather than the participants. They're intimidated by women. They feel a little shy around them, lacking in confidence, really witty, cerebral. They're not athletic. We're not looking at an athletic physique.
Okay.
For sure, they could be hobbyists, collectors of some kind.
Hobbyist, as in like model airplanes and
Exactly.
such? Okay.
Just like my boyfriend, model airplanes, when he was in
Really?
high school.
He did that.
But he's
Really?
outgrown that.
Or
He's
knitting.
not so much of a nerd.
Or he hooks rugs in his spare time.
Okay, so moving right along, how come most women avoid dating a nerd?
Well, because they're not really cool, according to our definition of cool. And
Nerds
they're
are not cool.
No, no. I mean, look how we're socialized in this culture. We look at, you know, the Tom Cruises, or some of us do anyway. Look at Tom Cruise, George Clooney, the really cool, suave guys. And the nerds are less visible, and they don't attract the same amount of attention that everybody else does.
I think not so much that they're not cool, they're just not appealing. They walk really fast. They don't
dress
have
well.
any confidence, and that's what women like.
Yes.
Those bad boys, we like them because they have a swagger that we're like, oh, I need to know who he is. Where the nerd's just like shuffling his way home after school.
But you have a good theory on why a girl should date a nerd that you were saying before we started. Tell Andrea.
Tell me.
Absolutely. You've got to look beyond the first impression and his image, and the funny hair and the funny glasses and the funny walk
And the funny voice
and the really
that cracks.
bad, the funny voice and the really bad jeans.
Oh,
'Cause,
that's a lot, Katerina, you're asking me to do. You're asking a lot of me.
I think you're up to it. I think you can. You're the right kind of woman.
But what happens?
Look beyond that, okay? So look at the qualities that a guy has, that the nerd has. Because he's not used to dating as many women, or he hasn't had too many relationships, when he's in a really good relationship, he really values that woman. And he treats her like a queen. He'll do everything he can to please you. He's devoted, he's stable, he's loyal. He's not used to flirting with women, so you don't have to worry about him every time he leaves the house, wonder whether he's coming home that night.
Sold.
But how do you get past all the quirks, you know what I'm saying? Like stop it. She couldn't get past some of the quirky nerd things. I know you, Andrea. How do you get past them?
Well, you have to really try to look within. Like I said, to look beyond that. And don't forget that you can do a little bit of coaching.
I was just about to ask you.
These guys are really interested in coming across better because some of them know that they're a little bit dorky, a little bit goofy, and they want to look better, they want to fit in, so they're interested in that feedback from you.
So you don't think it's insulting to meet a nerd and be like, okay, you're a nerd, but I'm going to mold you and create this beautiful, sexy man?
You can slowly give him a nerd makeover.
Is that okay?
Exactly.
I don't want to insult him because part of his nerdness is makes him who he is. So I don't want him to feel like he's not good enough the way he is.
It depends on how you do it. It's not the first thing you say. You know, you meet a guy and you start talking about, you know, we need to change that hair, we need to change those glasses, change those jeans.
Yes.
No more white jeans after, you know, Thanksgiving, which I've experienced.
He's wearing white jeans.
You know, you just, give it a little bit of time. And wait until he warms up to you and some trust develops, and then come around, you know, he'll come around. So say, you know, I can see that you'd look really good in these types of jeans. Why don't we go shopping on Saturday? Would you like to do that? And I'll put you in some new jeans or whatever. And they're usually pretty amenable to it. That's been the case in my experience anyway.
A new pair of shoes and they're a whole new man.
Yeah.
You think so? Sounds like a lot of work.
Trust me, I've done a lot of that. I'm the queen of the nerds.
Okay. It's a project. Think of it as a project.
Like hooking rugs.
And they're totally into it.
So give us some examples, Katerina, of modern day nerds.
Let's see, there's Bill Gates, Conan O'Brien, David Letterman.
Love David Letterman in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but can you imagine that guy in high school?
Even with the
Gorgeous. He's so funny and geeky. I love him.
He's hilarious, right?
Same with Conan O'Brien.
Very intellectual. Guy like Steve Carell, or even his character in The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
He's hilarious.
Or the character in Hitch. You know, the guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. But the guy that he worked with.
Right.
Dancing. Keep it right here.
I think that's very endearing, geeks. And you're right, they're much more intelligent. Not that pretty boys have to be totally smart all the time, but they're more intelligent and witty and mentally stimulating, I find.
Internet dating. Right?
Right.
Go through the internet dating sites and take a look. There are lots and lots of these guys behind the scenes. Definitely. Definitely.
Andrea will never do that.
Personal introductions, referrals, the workplace, IT guys, music guys. You can find them anywhere. Just go on a nerd hunt.
A nerd hunt? I'm going on a nerd hunt.
Yes. In fact, I could introduce you to some of my clients. Because a lot of the clients that I have as a dating coach, a lot of these guys are like that. They're not very they're not very confident with women, and they need help with their image and a makeover.
How do you approach a nerd? Because it's easy to approach a bad boy because he approaches you and he's used to talking to women. How do you approach the nerd?
Because nerds are too intimidated to approach women. They're not going to come
near you.
And
they're very shy.
Yeah, and you're going to scare them off. So just gently, be gentle, be gentle. But go up to them in a particular setting, wherever you happen to meet them, friendly, comfortable, talk to them first, make your interest known. Because these guys are really scared of rejection. So they don't want to know that, you know, you could blow them off, so make it easy for them to talk to you. Start the conversation. Be really friendly with them.
Okay, and don't come on too strong, because I guess that's going to scare them off.
We get a little bit intimidated.
Jonathan, were you ever nerdy in high school, or were you always this hip?
No, you would think that a handsome guy like me would always be cool, but I was a bit of a nerd at times in high school. And something that you were talking about, the makeover, nerds want you to make them over. Because they have no clue, or else they wouldn't be wearing those clothes. And nobody's telling them. So take your nerds and make them over.
Yeah, take them shopping.
Yeah.
Take the nerds shopping. Get them a new pair of jeans. I had to do that with my boyfriend. He was wearing line dancing jeans.
Line dancing jeans?
Well, you know, the old-fashioned black. Oh, wait a second.
Come on, these are cords.
Cords. We're safe. We're
Ultimate nerd gear. I'm wearing cords.
No, but you know the old black jeans from the 90s that are like narrow in the ankle and everything? Or nipple jeans?
I'm sorry?
Nipple jeans?
Jeans that are so high up, you know, with the belt up here that you could hike them up to the...
I've never heard that before. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
nipple
that's my
jeans.
term.
Well, Katerina, thank you so much. It's been very entertaining. Christine, we will talk after the show. So when we come back, we have beauty secrets. Stay with us.
Go find a nerd.
Are you going to go out?